Hello and welcome to Sunday's football review. We're going to talk about what went down in the Premier League fixtures, in particular between Manchester United and Liverpool, and hope to finish in the top 5 and guarantee Champions League football, while Tottenham Hotspur try to climb out of the relegation zone. After Saturday's West Ham United defeat, they go away to Aston Villa, and over in Spain, Real Madrid will travel to Espanyol, while Inter Milan, if they win, they will be crowned Serie A champions against Parma, and AC Milan goes away to Sassuolo. Let's analyze each of these games together. Full-time score at Old Trafford between Manchester United and Liverpool. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2. As Mainoo decides Old Trafford thriller has host seal top 5 finish. Manchester United will play Champions League football next season, having sealed the deal with a dramatic 3-2 win over rival to Liverpool. Kobbie Mainoo scored the winner as Manchester United beat Liverpool 3-2 at Old Trafford to secure Champions League qualification for next season. Following Bournemouth 3-0 win over Crystal Palace earlier on Sunday, the Red Devils needed only 1 point to be certain of finishing in the Premier League's top 5. It looked as though they would take all three comfortably after a lightning start had them 2 up inside 14 minutes. Matheus Cunha's strike deflected in off Alexis McAllister, then Freddie Woodman was uncomfortable to see the ball bouncing off Benjamin Šeško after he got a hand on Bruno Fernandes' header across goal. Fernandes passed up a good chance to put United 3-0 up before halftime, but Michael Carrick's team then lost control of the contest within 11 minutes of the restart. Dominic Szoboszlai intercepted Amad Diallo's loose pass and carried the ball from deep before finishing across Sene Lammens, who then gifted Liverpool their equalizer. McAllister lashed on to goalkeeper's loose pass and found Szoboszlai, who immediately teed up Cody Gakpo for a first-time finish. Lammens atoned by preventing an own goal from Luke Shaw, and United made the most of that reprieve when McAllister's weak clearance fell to Mainoo in the 77th minute. The midfielder, who signed a new 5-year contract at Old Trafford earlier this week, confidently placed a first-time effort into the bottom left corner as United guaranteed their place among Europe's elite for next season. Liverpool still need a maximum of 4 points to join them in a clinching top 5 finish, with Chelsea, Aston Villa and Brentford their final 3 opponents. Carrick has won 8 of his last 9 home Premier League games as United manager, which he lost only 1, including his previous interim spell in 2021. He's only the 6th manager and first from England to win 8 or more of his first 9 home matches in the competition, and the first since Antonio Conte was Chelsea in 2016-17. After 14 minutes, he was the earliest they had ever gone 2-0 in the Premier League match against Liverpool, which is the previous fastest was 18 minutes in September 1999. It was also the earliest the Reds had been 2-0 down in any Premier League game since February 2023 against Wolverhampton. Arne Slot's team fought back to 2-2 and at one point United's remarkable run of not losing a home league game when leading at halftime was under threat, which now stands at 399 matches. The Mainoo first Premier League goal in 718 days, which is versus Newcastle United in May 2024, clinched the victory, sealing United's first Premier League double over Liverpool since 2015-16. That's full-time score: Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2. Now we move over to Villa Park in the game between Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur. Aston Villa 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2, as De Zerbi's side moved out to bottom 3 with a crucial win. Tottenham moved out of the Premier League relegation zone with a hugely important 2-1 win at Aston Villa on Sunday. Conor Gallagher and Richarlison were on target as Tottenham earned a crucial 2-1 win at Aston Villa that moved them out of the Premier League relegation zone. Villa were wildly out of sorts and did not register an effort on target until Emiliano Buendia's last gasp header earned them a late consolation. Spurs went in front after 12 minutes when Gallagher brilliantly took one out off the air and drilled into the bottom left corner from 25 yards. João Palhinha saw Emiliano Martinez tip a fine drive onto the post, and Randal Kolo Muani was denied from close range as Spurs ramped up the pressure on Villa. But the visitors doubled the lead in the 25th minute when Matthias' tail-clipped cross was met with an emphatic error from Richarlison. The second half was hugely attritional as Spurs carefully managed the game, and away fans' jubilation was not dampened by Buendia heading home with one of the last acts of the game. Roberto De Zerbi's side have picked up 7 points from their last 3 games and now sit 17th, 1 point ahead of West Ham, who were beaten 3-0 by Brentford a day earlier with 3 games to play. This was the first time Spurs have won back-to-back games since the opening 2 matches of the season, while they scored twice in the opening 25 minutes of the Premier League game for the first time since December 2024 against Southampton, when they were 4-0 up in the 25th minute. Gallagher turned in the man of the match performance, and this was his first Premier League goal since May 2024 versus West Ham. It's his first away from home in the competition since netting against Aston Villa a month earlier. Richardson's effort was just reward for a dominant first half showing from Spurs. The Brazilian had now scored against 25 of the 31 Premier League teams he had played against, which is 10 appearances versus Aston Villa here. Of the teams he had faced more than twice, the only ones he had not scored against are Leeds United and Spurs. Villa just never got going in this game and were punished for a poor start. They have conceded 8 goals during the first 15 minutes this season. Only Burnley and West Ham have shipped more in the Premier League. Full-time score once again: Aston Villa 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Now we move to Spanish La Liga, in the game between Espanyol from Catalonia against Real Madrid. Espanyol 0, Real Madrid 2, as Vinícius brace delays Barca's La Liga coronation. Barca will have to wait until they face Real Madrid next weekend to potentially seal the La Liga title after Los Blancos beat Espanyol. Real Madrid delayed Barcelona's seemingly inevitable La Liga coronation as Vinícius Jr.'s brace secured a 2-1 win over Espanyol. Vinícius struck twice in the second half at RCDE Stadium to keep Los Blancos' faint title hopes alive for at least another week, though they will hand it to Barcelona should they fail to beat the Blaugrana in the next weekend's Clásico. The Brazilian almost opened the scoring in the 8th minute when his acrobatic volley crashed against the post via a slight deflection of Omar El Hilali. El Hilali was shown a red card for a rash challenge on Vinícius in the 25th minute, though it was downgraded to yellow by referee Jesus Gil Manzano following a VAR review. Andriy Lunin made a superb reflex save to thwart Leonardo Cabrera header in the first half stoppage time. However, it was Madrid who broke the deadlock in the 55th minute when Vinícius slaughtered past Marko Dimitrovic after a neat 1-2 with Gonzalo Garcia. Vinícius made it 2-0 and ultimately put the game beyond the host midway through the second half. Once again, he executed a 1-2, this time with Jude Bellingham, before arrowing into the top corner. Vinícius has now been directly involved in 8 games, 8 goals, 5 goals and 3 assists overall in his last